Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here. The lab coat's on back order, and it is Tuesday, July 25th, I think. Yes, which means it's time for another Pokemon News Day kind of update thing here on the channel. Another one of my, as I call them, news update video thingies. So, of course, what we're going to do to start things off is mention a couple of booster packs that I do have to open up here. I decided, you know what? I've had a couple packs sitting here for a while, and I've been saving them for a little bit. I think it's time to open up one of the Guardians Rising packs that I've been holding on to since the new set's coming up pretty soon. I've also got a Primal Clash to open up as well, which is currently the oldest set available or usable in the standard format for 2017, which is soon going to be changing things up a little bit. And I already mentioned that last week, but I'll mention something about the format change coming up in the news update, so stay tuned for that. When I open up those two packs, of course, as always, I'll have the code cards for Pokemon TCG Online for you guys to have a chance to win out there by answering the question of the day. But that being said, it's time to talk about last week's question of the day, which was, where is the farthest place you've traveled to from your home? And we have a couple of winners here for the code cards. First of all, from the X and Y Evolutions booster pack, a regular viewer called Cheese Dibble the Cat says, I've never left my home, so let's see. My house is the farthest? Now they add JK, but I know you. I've seen you all over the place. You've left your house. I'm sure, well, of course, he says just, or JK, so he's just kidding around. But like I said, as long as the hashtag is in there, you have a chance to win the code. And since there aren't a lot of, responses to the question of the day anyway, I'm not going to say that doesn't count. So Cheese Dibble the Cat does win the Evolutions Booster Pack code card, which I got to find a way to get it to you. I'll probably hold on to it till the next time I see you at the Heroes Beacon Pokemon League, which is one of the places I've seen you. I know you've left your home, so unless there's another way to get it to you, I'll hold on to the code until then. But the winner of the Roaring Skies code card, Thomas Lou 9000, says, I've been to China. Farthest place I've been. That's quite a far away place. Yeah, it's pretty much not, I don't think it's quite on the complete opposite side of the world. Like, I'd have to take a look at a globe and see what the furthest point is, or even I could just research this on, I'm sure the internet could figure that out. Of course, there is the whole thing of, what if the Earth is flat? Does that mean it's a different spot on the other side? That's a whole other debate we're not going to get into, but congratulations to Thomas Lou 9000 and Cheese Double the Cat for winning those two code cards. Again, for your chance to win the Primal Clash or Guardians Rising code card, stay tuned towards the end of the video for that pack opening and that question of the day. So let's first of all talk about Pokemon Go. I guess let's get the bad news out of the way first. So if anyone was following the whole Pokemon Go Fest that was happening down in Grant Park in Chicago, Illinois, wait just 1 second. I'll move to the side. Anyone who was following the information about Pokemon Go Fest, you probably have heard that a lot of technical issues did occur. Niantic did post an apology, and they're giving things to the people that participated and weren't able to really do much. Let's see here. It just says, basically, a lot of people couldn't get into the game. They didn't provide them as entertaining an experience as they would have liked to down in Grant Park. So all the people that had registered as attending the event are supposed to be getting an email to get instructions for a full refund on the cost of their ticket. So they're refunding the ticket cost, which I guess they kind of have to do, because if the ticket was meant to provide this event and the event really didn't go off, then it doesn't make sense that they would still have to pay for that. And all people that were registered to attend will receive $100 in Pokecoins in their Pokemon Go account. So that's a nice little bonus as well. I'm not sure if it really makes up for the folks that would have to spend a lot of money to travel to Chicago, Illinois, which in a way I guess I'm glad that I didn't do it. Not that I could have afforded to anyway, but if I could have afforded to find out that the whole event just kind of went down as bad as it did, it's not a good time, not a good weekend basically. And apparently so, there was also special Pokemon eggs and check-in Pokestops during the Pokemon Go Fest. They said that they've had their range increased to a 2-mile radius surrounding Grant Park up until yesterday morning. So this news is old, but people that could have gotten these special things that you can only see if you had a valid QR code that you got when you entered the Pokemon Go Fest. Only those players could see these special stops, special eggs, special Pokemon. So they did extend that at least to a 2-mile radius, so people that couldn't get into the area, or maybe if they left, they still had within 2 miles of the area, the 2-mile radius, to get the items that Pokemon they're looking for. So that's a nice little bonus there as well. It says attendees who were unable to validate their QR code during the event can do so through the special Pokestops up until yesterday morning. And all the registered attendees were given a Lugia, which a lot of people, I was seeing on Twitter, people complaining that, what about the rest of us all over the world? We were working hard to catch every Pokemon we could, and we don't get anything? Where's our Lugia? to them, I say, I understand you could be upset, but did you pay the money to go to this place, this actual physical location in the real world? Did you, basically spend the money? I don't think you did. I think you were walking around in your area, catching everything you could, as I was doing. And if nothing else, you were out enjoying the nice weather. Unless it was, maybe you're a part of the world that was like a blizzard, and maybe you're walking around in that. That could be a thing. I guess, some people were also saying they were up until the wee hours of the morning in their part of the world, catching what they could in these challenge windows. So yeah, I can understand the upset, but I'm the kind of person, personally, I can't put this on everybody else, but as far as a legendary Pokemon goes, I don't want it just given to me. I want to work hard to earn that Pokemon, right? So I see it as a perfectly legitimate thing to have given out to people that did go down to Grant Park, couldn't participate in the event the way they were hoping to. Those people, yes, give them a Lugia. Give them something amazing for the inconvenience that they had to suffer. The rest of us, we can capture our own legendary. I mean, at least if nothing else, we were getting Stardust for all our captures. We were getting more experience points, more candy. That's a nice thing to have gotten as well. But there is more going on because there were some bonuses that were awarded. Now, when I say awarded, I don't know if they actually were given to us because of how well we did in the event, because my nose is so itchy today. Because since people at the Grant Park Pokemon Go Fest couldn't really participate, I don't think the bonuses were achieved the way they intended to, like enough people capturing certain numbers of Pokemon. But Niantic has just given us all the bonuses anyway. These bonuses are double Stardust, double candy, double experience points, increased Pokemon encounters. I got 5 up, that's only 4. Reduced hatching distance, and reduced buddy distance. That's the 6th one. So all these bonuses were given to us in theory, for unlocking all of our bonus challenges for the Pokemon Go Fest. They were going to end off yesterday at, I think, 5 p.m. Pacific time, but they've extended it until the 27th, which is this Thursday. So we still have all these bonuses, as well as legendary Pokemon available at raid battles. Now, here's what concerns me, though. On the PokemonGoLive.com updates, they mentioned that Articuno and Lugia... Well, Lugia is the first one to really appear. Articuno has also appeared because Team Mystic put the most work in for all these challenges. So, they're giving their legendary bird out first. On Pokemon.com, when they talk about this, they say Articuno is joining raid battles for it will only appear at gyms for a brief time. I don't know what they mean by that. I'm thinking, the worst case scenario, it's not going to be here unlimited. It's going to be like maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. I'm hoping what that means is, though, a brief time, as in it only appears at each gym for a brief time, which I've seen is 2 hours. So I really hope that the legendaries are not going to be taken away, because I've tried twice to get an Articuno. I failed twice. I would like to be able to get one before time is up. And, if I do, great. If not, I guess it's not the end of the world. But still, I would just hope that the legendaries are permanently unlocked, because they don't mention anything about Lugia not appearing for a limited time. They just said Articuno. So that makes me think maybe Lugia is a permanent unlock, Articuno is temporary, the other birds will be temporary as well. And I've seen other people on Twitter talking about maybe it's going to be, they're going to cycle through the legendary birds. Instead of having all 3 possible appearing at one time, they could have one. Zapdos might be next. It's probably going to be Moltres next, because Valor outweighs Team Instinct, but all that being said, maybe they're going to cycle the birds. Lugia might be permanent. We'll have to wait and see how things play out. But I think that is all to mention as far as Pokemon Go is concerned. Now let's talk about some Pokemon Sun and Moon information. The Try Your Luck Global Mission is now fired up. Well, not yet. Wait. Yes, today, the 25th. Starting today up until August 7th, there are lotteries you can participate in the Festival Plaza and in the Tourist Bureau in, I think it's Howley City. And the overall goal is, now if you play these lotteries, you can do it once per day. It's like a random spinning wheel where you get a certain item based on how well the wheel spins. It is random, of course, but you can do those once per day. If we as a total collective whole of participants can play 1,000 times total in the competition period, we will get, if you're not registered to the Pokemon Global Link, you'll get 2,000 festival coins if we complete the challenge. If we don't, you get at least 200 for participating. But if you do have yourself a Pokemon Global Link account linked to your game, you get double that reward. You get 4,000 festival coins if we succeed, or 400 if we fail. But if you do have a Global Link account and you are able to contribute only one, of your, the lottery. I'm trying to think, what's the term? The spinning wheel lottery. If you participate one time during the competition, you also get 5 rare candies and a fastball added to your account as well. You can download those once they give you your code for how to download those as a mystery gift. So, I mean, just do the lotteries anyway. You can get free items, but this gives us a chance to get more stuff. So, of course, go into your festival plaza and talk to the receptionist inside the castle to get yourself set up for this global mission. And if you're not registered on the Pokemon Global link, feel free to do so. It is a free account. You don't need to pay anything. Just set yourself up, link your game to it, and you'll get double the festival coin rewards as well as rare candy and fastball if we succeed. Now, there is also some more Mega Stones available. I should say there are also some more Mega Stones available for the month of... Would it be for July, or are they doing it for the next month ahead of time? Either way, you can get Mega Stones for Tyranitar, Abomasnow, Manectric, and Aggron. So you get those Mega Stones with the code you can see on the screen. How do you pronounce that? Sablevolant or Sablevolant? I don't know. Sablevolant. You can see right there in the image. So go to your mystery gift from the main screen of the main menu of the Pokemon game, Sun and Moon. Go to receive or get via code, and it's going to ask you to connect to the internet. Enter that code as you see it. You'll download these 4 Mega Stones into your Sun and Moon game, so you can start Mega Evolving so many more Pokemon that do not normally appear in the Alola region. I already have the Manectric, or the Meknite actually, but I could get a second one. It'd be cool to have 2 Mega Stones for Manectric. And the only other thing to mention news-wise, I believe, for the video games at least, is that the sign-ups for the Weakness Cup online competition are now open. The competition begins this Friday, so you have until this Thursday to sign up. Just as a little bit of a recap, I mentioned this a couple weeks back. The Weakness Cup is going to be a double battle format. The only Pokemon permitted from the entire Pokédex, national Pokédex, Pokemon from previous games that have been Poké-transported up as well, are Pokemon that have 5 or more weaknesses. And the held items permitted are only the weakness-reducing berries, such as Babiri Berry and Chillin Berry, or the weakness policy held item. So those are the only hold items available, and there's a lot of potential powerhouse Pokemon going to be in this competition. So I've already made a list of the Pokemon that I can use. I still got to choose a team. I really should do that before the last minute, as I always do. I do have some ideas for who I want to use, though, so I'm at least ahead of the game there. And the battles go from July 28th to July 30th, so this Friday through Sunday. I think the usual routine is you can play up to 15 battles per day, 45 total over the entire weekend, and any competition or any battles you don't do on, say, the first day of the competition will carry over to the second day. So total, you can get 45 done. You can wait till, I think, do all 45 on Sunday if you really wanted to. The participation prize for completing 3 battles in this Weakness Cup is a quartet of Mega Stones, Ampharos-ite, Altaria-ite, Latios-ite, and Latios-ite. So, more Mega Stones to be given out. It is crazy stuff. And as I said, I'll be taking part in that myself. I haven't chosen the team just yet. I do think my Onyx is going to be making an appearance because of her sturdy ability. I do think Cordial, my Serena, will be showing up because of the Queenly Majesty ability. I'm not going to spoil anything else. We'll save that up. But I have an idea for something to sort of lead us into the Weakness Cup. And I'll probably keep that under wraps until such time as I can actually record it and get it ready. I don't want to spoil it in case I don't actually manage to pull it off, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, so that's all to mention for Sun and Moon, I believe. Now, let's talk a little bit about Pokemon TCG. So, the downside, I will just say, is a new standard and expanded rotation is coming for 2018 season. It always happens every year. I mean, that's a good thing. I don't want to make it sound like that's a negative thing. The slight downside, at least for me personally and a lot of other people out there, in the new expanded format, a number of cards, actually 2, are being banned, although 1 is being unbanned from previous banning, so that maybe makes up for it. But here's the thing. So, effective as of August 18th, the standard format, no new cards are going to be banned, so standard is still fine, and it's going to range from the X and Y Breakthrough expansion up until the current expansions, and of course all future expansions are legal the 3rd Friday of the month if they go on sale. But the expanded format, the big hit that I personally take to a number of my decks is the Forest of Giant Plant Stadium is going to be banned. The reason is because there's a lot of powerful grass types out there that you do need to evolve up into, and the Forest of Giant Plants allows for turn 1 evolution into these Pokemon. I can understand why they had to ban it. Now there's a lot of talk about the irritating pollen Vileplume being a big reason for the banning, because once that Vileplume is in play, neither player can play item cards from their hand. So player 1 can play out all the items that they want, do whatever they need to do on their turn. Before ending, they would slap down Vileplume thanks to that Force of Giant Plants, locking down the opposing held items, or not held items, but items in general held in the Pokemon or the player's hands. So that is a good reason. But I mean, let's talk about my Mega Beedrill, okay? Being able to get turn 1 constant paralysis with my Mega Beedrill, I can see how there's a lot of power behind that as well. Technically, I could still use Mega Beedrill for Standard, but I do believe Giant Plants predates the Breakpoint expansion, so it's not even usable in Standard format. So, yeah, I can see why they got rid of the Force of Giant Plants. As much as it hurts me personally, I'll accept it. I mean, I can't not accept it, you just have to roll with it. Another ban, though, is Archeops from Black and White Noble Victories and Black and White Dark Explorers. The ability, what is it called again? Ancient Power ability prevents either player from playing an evolution card from their hand to evolve a Pokemon. So that really shuts down, like especially with Pokemon GX now being evolved Pokemon as opposed to EX as being basic, that does really kind of hinder the opponent. Hinders both sides, but player 1, for example, could evolve everything they need to and then play down the Archeops. Plus they say Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick is a way to get Archeops in play without needing to use the restored Plume Fossil, get an Arcan down, and then Archeops. There are ways to lock down the opposing Pokemon, or opposing trainers held... What am I saying? Lock down the opposing trainers' evolution cards. You could always get around it by using Wally, using Evo Soda to evolve from within the deck that's not playing an evolution from hand, but still, a lot of times you evolve cards from hand. Archeops was a big hindrance to that. Now, Shiftry from Black and White Next Destinies, which was previously banned because of its, I think, called Fan Away or Blow Away ability. When you play it from hand, flip a coin, if heads, choose an opposing Pokemon, and put it back to the opponent's hand. People were using this in conjunction with the Force of Giant Plants to get turn 1 victories by constantly playing and de-evolving their Shiftry until the entire opposing field was blown away. With no remaining Pokemon, player 2 would lose the match right then before even taking a turn. And that was kind of a broken combo. So since the Giant Plants is banned, Shiftry no longer has that threat. It is unbanned, so it is back in play. Don't know if we're going to actually see people make use of it, because I think we've moved on from the Fan Away ability. Is that even what it's called? It doesn't say. Anyways, you get the idea. Shiftry is now back in action, let's say. So that's all I'm going to mention for the TCG, except for a couple of interesting things. Now, I saw some of these cards at the Pokemon TCG Burning Shadows pre-release that we had this weekend. 3 more Pokemon GX have been shown on Pokemon.com, and there's some kind of crazy combos right here. So first of all, Ho-Oh-GX. You can see there, Fire type with 190 HP. Sacred Fire for Fire and 2 colorless. This attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon, so you can hit the bench with that, which is nice. Phoenix Burn for 3 Fire and a colorless does 180. This Pokemon can't use Phoenix Burn during your next turn. You can always play a Pokemon Ranger or switch Escape Rope kind of thing, move it to the bench, bring it back up to eliminate that effect. But, you know, you might not want to do that. You might want to go for this Eternal Flame GX for a Fire and 2 colorless. Put 3 in any combination of Fire Pokemon GX or Fire Pokemon EX from your discard pile onto your bench. Essentially, this can put Mega Evolutions in play without ending your turn. I mean, the attack ends your turn anyway, but you could go ahead, if you've discarded, say, Mega Charizard EX, Mega Houndoom EX, Mega Camerupt EX, you could put those 3 on the bench using this Eternal Flame GX, and you're getting 3 Megas in play. You can also just use that for, say, Incineroar, or what's another good Fire-type Evolved Form GX? Offhand, I can't think of any. Well, Charizard GX in the new set. You can get them into play without needing to evolve all the way up, so that's kind of a decent GX attack. Now, moving to the next Pokemon, another Fire-type. This could be another one using the Eternal Flame GX. Salazzle-GX, a Fire-type with 200 HP. All the attacks take 2 Fire Energy. Diabolical Claws does 50 damage for each prize card you have taken. Not too bad. Combine that with the Greedy Dice. It's a really risky card to try, but you could possibly take a bunch of prizes with that. The Heat Blast does 110, simple damage, no effect on that one. Queen's Haze GX, discard all energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Now that's kind of situational. You would have to have something in the active spot with a decent amount of energy. I'm trying to think. Maybe something with Blastoise with Deluge. Maybe if they gave it to Keldeo EX, you could discard all that water energy. So that could be handy. I don't think I'm going to see that as useful, though. I don't know, maybe I'm not seeing a combo in, my mind's eye. If you have any ideas how you could use Queen's Haze GX for its max potential, feel free to leave a comment down below and try to enlighten me on that one. Now, I want to talk about Darkrai-GX. Darkness type, in the TCG with 180 HP. Listen to this ability, Restoration. Once during your turn before your attack, if this Pokemon is in your discard pile, you may put it onto your bench. Then, attach a Darkness Energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. It's kind of decent. It can bring itself back from the discard pile, which is really cool. Like, we've had Execute with the Propagation ability, which brings it back into your hand, which is definitely good for like Ultra Balls and Super Energy Retrievals and stuff, but Darkrai-GX puts itself back into play with an energy. That's really kind of cool. And for 2 Darkness and a Colorless, Dark Cleave does 130, not affected by resistance. This is interesting. Dead End GX. First of all, I like the name of the attack. 2 Darkness and a Colorless, if your opponent's active Pokemon is affected by a special condition, that Pokemon is knocked out. You could use Ariados from, Ancient Origins. Not in Standard, though. It's predating that. But you could use that, use the Poisonous Nest to poison the opposing Pokemon, and Dead End GX them to knock them out, no matter what Pokemon it is. Unless they have, like, a Bent Spoon, or Fairy Energy or something like that, preventing effects of attacks. But, Darkrai-GX. How about that? Now, let me just double-check to make sure that is all the news to mention. That is all the news to mention, so wheel myself back to the forefront of the video. So it's time to open up Primal Clash and Guardians Rising booster packs, and as I said, code cards are going to go to you folks out there that participate in the question of the day. Include hashtag QOTD in your comment with the answer to this question, and I always say, this coming Sunday, I'll do the drawing, but I'm going to say I usually don't get around to checking the messages until the day of the next news update, so I will say, next Tuesday, August 1st. Get your responses to the question of the day in by then. You have a chance to win one of the 2 code cards I'll pull from these packs in just a moment. So the question is, since we have seen Lugia and Articuno appear in Pokemon Go, thanks to the Pokemon Go Fest, which legendary Pokemon would you like to see appear next in Pokemon Go? Just leave that answer down below with hashtag QOTD, and on August 1st, which is Tuesday, or by August 1st, which is next Tuesday, I'll be doing a drawing of all the comments to see who wins one of these 2 code cards chosen randomly. For me, of course, Zapdos is my favorite legendary bird, so I would really like to see Zapdos appear next. I do believe Valor is going to have Moltres appear because Team Instinct is the least populated team in Pokemon Go, so the way I look at it is, if you're going to bring Moltres in next, that's fine. You're saving the best bird for last. Come on, Zapdos is super effective on both of the other legendary birds, and Lugia, alright? Articuno, yeah, it's got some decent ice power, but Moltres part resists that nowadays, so it's not as good as Zapdos. Plus, Zapdos resists the other stab of the birds of flying type. Electric does resist, so let's just say, technically speaking, I'm going to say Zapdos is the best of the birds. Plus, I am extremely biased on this. It is just my favorite. So let's start off with the older pack of Primal Clash. We'll snip the top open here, grab that code card, sneak it away so no one gets to see it up until Tuesday. It's the wrong way. Alright, there it is. And we'll grab the cards here. I've seen the first comment, but that's okay. We're going to switch things around here. And let's see what cards we get from Primal Clash. We have a Trapinch for starters. We've got ourselves a Mudkip. Next is a Solrock. I love the Solar Generator. Search your deck for 2 special energy cards, just for 1 energy attached. An Illumise. Last common will be a Bunnelby. Uncommon cards. We have a Kakuna. We've got a Kyogre Spirit Link. We have a Linoon. Reverse foil is a Groudon Spirit Link. That's kind of cool. The rare card is going to be a Sceptile. Oh, I can't use Sceptile in the expanded format, or expanded. I can't use it in the standard format anymore. So one of the big backers of my Mega Beedrill EX is gone. I can switch over to Vikavolt, though. We do have the strong charge of Vikavolt. Now then, speaking of Vikavolt, although it's the GX version in this one, it's now time to open up Sun and Moon Guardians Rising. I haven't opened a lot of these packs yet, so let's hope we get some amazing cards out of this, and if not, at least more cards just to add to the collection. Alright, so first of all, I don't want to see any of the cards. Where is the code card? Okay, code card is right here. That one is getting secreted off to the side as well. So let me see, I did the pack trick perfectly when I was at the Pokemon League. So these should be the 3 uncommon. I believe this is the energy. Reverse foil and rare reverse foil. So these are gonna go here. Energy on top and 3 uncommons. I think I might have done this right. Alright, so the energy should be up first. We have a lightning energy. We've got a Snorunt. There is a Pancham. It's Pandora. A Bellsprout. A Cottony, and last common should be a Carvana. Uncommons, I think, are up next. We've got a Kamala, which is uncommon. We have an Enhanced Hammer. We've got an Aqua Patch. People love that card. Reverse foil is going to be Golisopod. I love this Golisopod, too. See if I can read it to the side. Armor ability, first of all, takes 30 less damage from attacks. Resolute Claws does 80. Plus, if the opponent's active Pokemon is an EX or a GX, it does 70 more damage. 150. Give it a choice band, it's going to do another 30 on top of that. 180 from this Golisopod. And the rare card of Guardians Rising is... not a Guardian, but it's a Lilligant. Oh, I remember Lucimine's Lilligant. Also, ignore this over here. Yeah, I kind of pinched my skin yesterday, and it hurt. I'll just cover that up. Anyway, Petal Blizzard. This attack does 10 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon, so it hits the entire bench as well. And Petal Dance. Flip 3 coins. This does 40 damage for each head and confuses itself. Unless it has the own tempo ability, Lucimine, then it won't confuse itself. Thank you very much. But that's what I got out of my 2 booster packs. And again, for your chance to win one of those code cards, as I mentioned, answer the question of the day by next Tuesday, August 1st. Question is, which legendary Pokemon would you like to appear next, or like to see appear next in Pokemon Go? And just leave hashtag QOTD in that comment, and you go into the running for one of those 2 code cards, either Primal Clash or the Guardians Rising. And with that, we are done. I want to make sure to save this video and edit it quickly and get it uploaded so I can try to go capture Articuno in Pokemon Go. So that being said, it's time to sign off. If you enjoyed the video, of course, feel free to drop a like down below, and feel free to share it with whoever wants to get some more updates in the world of Pokemon and see what the latest and most important stuff is going on. Of course, I don't have all the information. I'm sure there's many other things going on. This is just what I get off of Pokemon.com, PokemonGoLive.com, and the Pokemon Global link, just to try to put it all into one cohesive nice little package for you guys there. And if you want to see some more videos I've done, check the links during the outro to some more videos, and link to subscribe to the channel is also in the outro. If you click on my face, you'll get daily Pokemon updates from Professor Chaz here on the channel. News updates, we got Pokemon Go footage, we got Pokemon Coliseum playthrough on the go, Pokemon TCG Online, which I got to record for this week, all sorts of good stuff. It is now time to go, though. Thanks for watching today's news update video thingy, folks. Professor Chaz is signing off, and I'll catch you next time.